All right. Anyway, here's an article that I didn't expect to come across my desk, but my gosh, I'm sad, Tom.
I know.
It makes me sad.
And you never got the mustache.
I never got the mustache, and that makes me sadder. So from Rand Fishkin over at SparkToro, not Moz. Yesterday, he pushed out an article. 17 years ago, he dropped out of college to work with his mom, Jillian, on the business that became Moz. For 7 years, 2007 to 2014, he was the company's CEO. For the last 4 years, he's been in a variety of different contributor roles, and yesterday, he left Moz.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is big news. And I was just reading a lot of stuff on Twitter about how, how he's made obviously he's made a big impact on the industry, but
that's right.
It's kind of big news.
It is big. I mean, he led a community. He honestly, I want to be careful here because there's a huge amount of influencers that we've interviewed and some great people in the industry that have their own communities. But man, Moz was and is a huge community of great thinkers that contribute and help standardize the entire environment of search engine optimization. Right?
Yeah.
And he has been the figurehead, and he's led the charge. And I mean, all those whiteboard Fridays. I mean, that was just fantastic.
Yep.
So, what's he going to be doing?
The SparkToro is his new company. SparkToro is in a different field. Here's from his article. It says SparkToro is in a different field of marketing, influencer, and audience intelligence. He says, I'm hoping we can solve the thorny, painful problem of discovering where a given audience spends time, who and what they listen to, and where they engage. Some folks call this influencer marketing, but he's found the terminology to be too limiting. It's often exclusively associated with paying Instagram and YouTube celebrities to post about a product, and that's not where this product/company is going. And the next year, he hopes to have a product. So, he's got a book coming out in April.
Book, Lost and Founder, Painful, Honest Field Guide to the Startup World, which we'd love to have him on the show to talk about. And on top of that, he's starting a nonprofit project to help make conferences and events safer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got to say, I'm kind of sad here, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in this industry that hate to see this, but I mean, he's an entrepreneur. He's going to move to that next degree. Phil, sorry to wax poetically here. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's just one of those moments where I haven't really felt like you don't feel it reverberate through the industry. Like, I mean, the last time I really felt this way, although it's different, is when, Matt Cutts was leaving and you felt that going away. And I was like, wow, that's going to be really different. And Rand for sure, because he's kind of it's really weird to have a guy that is at the forefront of personal branding, authority, and influence that actually brought the company to where it is. And this is a topic that's like hotter than ever right now. That person, that figurehead's leaving, while this is like the hottest it's ever been. So it's really just a really strange moment to have the guy that's like been synonymous with SEO education, leaving the company they found type of a thing. Although I will say, I mean, it also seems like it's trending a little bit. You've got another super successful guy in Larry Kim at WordStream.
Yep.
He left to start Mobile Monkey last year because, he ran that thing and it's great and successful and he did it and he's going to do it again. On other technology. So maybe that's just something we're going to see.
And Danny Sullivan left.
That's right.
SEO.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Really
is our
weird.
world coming to, man?
What's happening? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did say that the Whiteboard Fridays he's got a slew of them that he's already filmed, and they're going to be he's going to be working with one internal team on a big project release. That so he's not finished with Moz, but It is sad to be able to see what has transpired, and Moz certainly had to pull back and refocus his efforts, getting kind of realigned with what they were trying to do. But
he has such a huge following that you always want. I mean, what do you think? What happens? Does that affect Moz at all?
Yeah,
they've got a great community, they've got great products, but still, it's one of those things where that's kind of curious.
Yeah,
maybe I'm.
Yeah, we had Rand on right when they kind of scaled back and they're kind of refocusing the company, and you could tell he was upset.
Yeah,
he wasn't happy. And
no, it was a somber moment, and he was really reflective.
Yeah,
and then I asked him for his mustache.
Yes, yeah. So if listeners haven't listened to the episode, Erin asked him.
He said whenever they become profitable, he's going to shave off his mustache. And before I could control myself, I asked him, could he mail it to me?
Who asks that? This is the weird. It was the most awkward situation, and I was sitting right next to him, and it was very awkward. And I'm sure he probably hates us for it.
I wouldn't doubt that.
But yeah,
Anyway.
No. You know, I the one thing that really changed my whole opinion of Rand, I already held him in with high regard, is he wrote this long, super vulnerable. It was long, but it was an art. You know, he wrote that post about his bout with depression.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was so real, and I mean, I could probably quote parts of it where I could, you know, all the great content he's come up with over the years. I can't quote, you know, stuff from a particular post that was so great, but I remember that one because it was his journey. It was real. It was kind of like one of these things where he made himself vulnerable and a real person.
Yeah.
And it totally took that thing to the next level for him. And he made you feel that wasn't like a little thing. I'm depressed. He was like really in a different state of mind. It was like physical, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I'm sad type of thing. And he dealt with it and he shared it. And I think a lot of other people out there, you know, have. And I think that was that's his baby, man. It's almost like, you know, changing or losing a family member.
Yeah.
No, it's tough to swallow, but you know what? You know he's going to land on his feet, and you know he's got a great new focus on things. So we're certainly going to want to bring him back on the show with SparkToro and find out what he's doing there. But kudos to Rand. And,
oh my God,
and
that guy's gonna come. He's gonna come up with so many. He's got more ideas in his head, you know, to make money than.
Yeah, I know it. You know he's going to do well.